Let me go to Adriana out of Texas. Adriana, you are on the air.
Good morning, Jesse.
Good morning.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, baby. You sure been good to me. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I'm really excited to call you. I wanted to thank you. I called you a couple months ago, and you gave me some good advice, and I was pretty sad. And a couple days later, after getting off the phone with you, I was like, "Why am I sad?" I I literally told God, I said, "I don't think I believe you exist because what's the point of you existing if I'm just going to be sad?" And and then I was like, if you're real, just reveal it to me. And that same week, it was revealed to me that, like, truly revealed to me that all thoughts are really all lies all the time. And it's like as soon as I could see that for myself, like you said, once you see it, it's yours.
Yep.
And I also thought that, the person that I was before, I'm like, oh, I'm a good person. Like, I don't really do anything bad. But no, I was actually like so evil. And I could see that too. As soon as I saw that thoughts were lies, it was revealed, like, all the evil and everything. And after that, my life completely changed.
Yep.
He, like, my heart completely changed. It wasn't just, trying to be good. It's like my heart was completely changed. And so I'm so thankful and grateful to you and your whole team.
Stay with it. Stay with it. Stay with it. You haven't seen anything yet. Now that you know it and you can see that all thoughts are all lies, it's just going to become clearer and clearer and clearer. And you will get to the point, if you stay with it, that you will have no relationship with thoughts at all. And you will see that the truth want to help you. You will see that the spirit of righteousness want to help you. And you're going to just completely let go and just live. But you got to stay with it. I don't care what happened, who turned against you, or how the thoughts try to manipulate you, or somebody else try to manipulate you to get a reaction. Don't fall for it. Lay your weapon down and just live your life.
Yeah, yeah, I believe it. This actually happened months ago, and ever since then, I mean, I do my silent prayer night and day and all throughout the day. I watch every radio show, every church service, and there's a space between me and thoughts at all times.
Right on.
And it's like I feel as if nothing could really make me angry. And what's crazy is you're so right that life just works for you. I don't have to do anything at
Yep.
all. Uh, and it just works. And yeah, I'm so grateful.
Wow. Well, stay with it. Really, just stay with it. It gets better. And one other last piece of advice, if I can give it to you.
Hmm.
Never, ever, but never, ever, never, 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 but never, ever, 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 ever argue with anyone about anything again. Don't
Hmm.
ever argue. Don't argue with thoughts and emotions in your body, and don't argue with thoughts and emotions in other human beings. 'Cause it's just two devils fighting, and it's not going to get you anywhere but keep you in hell. Lay your weapon down. If you got to deal with issues, you deal with issues in life, but don't argue. Don't try to prove anything to anyone. You owe no one any explanation about anything,
Hmm. Right. Yeah. Thank you.
and keep it simple. Amazing. Well, Merry Christmas and stay with it.
Oh, and Jesse, can I say one more thing?
Yes.
Okay, so you know how you say when you first are born again and you want to just tell everybody?
Yeah.
And but I knew I'm not going to tell anybody because people are so evil. And
Yep.
so
Yep.
I I kept to myself and I was just living. And it's so crazy because um there's a woman that I work with, kind of. Her name's Nikki. Shout out. But
Shout out,
she might be
Nikki.
she might be listening, but we don't even see each other often. And she came up to me one day. We just talk here and there, and she was like, "Wow, I really noticed something different about you, and the way that you are, and how you don't react, and you're just something's different. What can you tell me what it is?"
There you go.
And then I gave her, your show information, and she's been watching you ever since. So it's so crazy how that works.
Yep. You will be able, the truth will speak through you. The truth will speak for you and through you, and you will be able to help those that want to help. Like this situation happened with the woman. And it's the thoughts that want, as soon as you find the truth yourself, you are excited, you become free. The thoughts tell you to go out and tell the world, go tell everybody. And you pay attention that the thoughts are telling you to do that, you won't do it. You'll just let it happen naturally.
Yeah, everything just happens naturally.
It really does. Amazing. Adriana, you stay with it, stay with it, stay with it.
Thank you, Jesse. Merry Christmas. Love you.
I love you too, and amazing. Stay with it.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye now. I was talking to a person over in Hitler's country. What's the name of the country? Germany. Germany. It was like midnight over there, almost midnight. It was only 2 o'clock here or something to 2 almost. It was already midnight. I'm counseling somebody at midnight in their country, and it was like 1:30 here, I believe, almost 2. Isn't that amazing? In the evening. It was already midnight over. I'm like, what the, is Hitler home? But he was telling me that one of the big mistakes he made when he woke up, he went around telling everybody about it. He just told everybody. He talked about it and talked about it. And he realized later, as time went by, that those people hated him for that. They weren't his friend. They didn't like it. And so now he doesn't tell anyone. He's just quietly living his life. So shout out to that person. I won't say your name, but shout out. And just be quiet and live. Don't be like those Christians that learn the Bible and all they have is a mouthful of scriptures and they run around irritating everybody with those scriptures. And then they get mad when people don't want to hear them. What? Amazing. Gustavo out of California, you're on the air.
Hey, Jesse. How's
Hey,
it going?
all is well.
Yeah, I had a question. I just found out that my older brother got married and he didn't invite me to the wedding. Hello?
Okay, I'm listening.
Yeah, and I just found out that yesterday yesterday I went to the emergency room and a lot of things were happening, especially with my mind. Things have been falling apart lately. I don't know what's going on.
And
And
so, question for me is what?
should I ask my older brother if I should ask him why he didn't invite me to his wedding?
Does it bother you that he didn't invite you?
Well, I didn't think I had a problem with him. I mean, I guess it kind of does. Kind of does bother me just a little bit.
So does it bother you that he didn't invite you?
Because I didn't think he wouldn't invite me if he did something like that.
And so you are bothered by the fact that your brother didn't invite you. Does his wife dislike you or something?
I've never met him.
You never met his wife?
I've never met his wife.
And do you guys live in a different state or something?
No, he lives in another town.
I'm sorry?
He lives like 20 minutes away or 10 minutes away.
Oh, okay. And so why are you bothered by the fact that he didn't invite you? Why does it bother you or you even think about it? Why?
I I don't know. It just it feels off. I don't know.
Are
Just
you high right now?
no, sir. Just like I said, I went to the emergency room yesterday, and
Can you say why?
yeah, just m- my my blood pressure's been acting up, and I went there and they said everything was fine, and they said I was having an anxiety attack.
Are you on medication?
They just put me on it today, and but I don't know if I want to take it.
What kind of medication?
It's hydro
Oh, the
cyanide
thing
or something like that.
for anxiety?
Yeah, it's the thing for anxiety.
Oh, okay. So let me ask, why does it bother you at all? Why do you even think about it? He didn't invite you? So he didn't invite you. Why are you even putting one iota of a thought into that at all? Why does it bother you?
Because we're brothers. I mean, I don't know.
But
He's my only brother. He's my only half brother.
and so what does it have to do with him going to his wedding?
Right.
No, that was a question.
So what does that?
Just because he is your one and only brother, what does that have to do with him inviting you to his wedding? Why are you bothered by it? And does it make sense to you that you are bothered that he didn't invite you?
I don't know.
Does that make sense to you that it bothers you that your brother didn't invite you to his wedding?
Yeah, it does. It does bother me, but I mean, it doesn't.
Does it make
sense.
sense that it bothers you?
No, it doesn't.
So why don't you drop the thought about it and stop thinking about it?
Right.
No, that was a question.
Yeah. I want to just drop the thought.
Yeah. Your brother have a right not to invite you to his wedding, and he's not wrong for not inviting you. He didn't want to for whatever reason, and that's on him. It's just a wedding; it has nothing to do with you.
Okay. And
Why don't you stop thinking about it so you can be okay?
yeah.
Are you mad at him for not inviting you?
No, I'm just curious on why he didn't.
Why? So you found out your brother had a wedding, and he didn't invite you. Oh, good. I wish him well. Why feel anything about it or think anything about it? And he's your half brother anyway, right?
Yeah, we share the same dad, but different moms.
Half brother don't like each other.
Half brothers don't like each other.
He's not a real brother.
I thought it was a. I just had a question about that half brother thing.
You're just a half brother. You ain't the real deal.
Yeah. Well, I guess that'd make me the only child then, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes him the only child too.
Right.
Mm.
So just wish him well and stop thinking about it, and you'll be free. Why don't you drop your thoughts?
It's not really the thoughts; it's the words.
It is thought. Thoughts are words.
Thoughts are words, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was crazy. I guess. Well, I guess you're all right. Words are thoughts. Because yesterday I was crying yesterday, Jesse. I was all over the place.
You were crying about what?
Because that was my second time going to the emergency room, and they said everything was fine, and they let me go on my way, but everything felt off, and they did the same thing yesterday.
When you were crying, did you know you were lying?
Yeah, I was thinking about that.
It was all just a thrill. Why do you love your thrills so much?
Because I'm caught up my thoughts.
Right. So why don't you drop the thoughts and, and drop the thrill and have a life?
I'm not too sure.
What?
I said, I'm not too sure.
About what?
On how to do that.
You don't know how to do what?
Should drop the thoughts.
You haven't heard me say you do it by being aware that they're there, but don't call them you and let them pass. Have you dropped your anger?
No, I don't think so.
And why don't you do? See, you just love your pain. Then you don't want to be free. This is just another thrill for you. Right now, you're getting a thrill. You're about to cry. You're thinking about your brother not inviting you to the wedding. You're thinking about you went to the hospital and the emergency room. It's all thrill for you. Why don't you drop your thrills?
Uh, I guess if I dropped to my knees and I begged God to do it, will He do it?
So what now?
I said if I dropped to my knees and beg God to do it, will He do it for me?
Not if you beg him. He ain't gonna do it. He's gonna be like, "What the?" You don't need to beg God for anything. It has already been done for you. You just need to accept that and doubt the thoughts. Stop accepting the thoughts and just live right now instead of your head. You'll be free. How old are you?
30.
So you'll be free if you just drop the anger and stay present. Keep your mind with the body. Don't call it you. You'll be fine. But you got to stop loving your thrills of anger, of sadness, of judgment, of resentment, depression, up and down, feel good one moment and down another moment. You love your thrills, man, which are all evil.
Yeah, that's true. Well, that's all I have, I guess. I mean,
Drop
I don't have anything.
whatever thought you're having about your brother or you or anyone else, even your enemy. Let them pass. Just see that they're there, but do nothing about it. Don't call it you. Are you doing the silent prayer?
Yes.
And then just practice seeing those thoughts. Don't don't call them you. Don't argue with them. Do nothing about it and go about your day. Go about your life. And you'll be free.
All right.
And stop loving your thrills, man.
Yeah. This, I want to say this is probably the most I've ever cried in years, to be honest, these past 2 days.
I cried over you. What a fool I've been. Now your time to cry over me. Stop crying. It's just a thrill. And when you cry, you're lying. Cut it out. It's
Right.
just a thrill. In your mind, why are you crying? What you crying for?
It's just, I don't know. I guess it's because I'm stuck in my head.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Those thoughts are all lies all the time about anything.
Right. And then my little brother said he was having kid, and he said you can hate him too. I guess I was like, it was kind of random. I didn't say anything about that too, but he
Your other
just said
brother
that.
told you that your other brother is having a
No,
baby.
no, 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 no.
What happened?
I called my little brother because what happened yesterday, and he said he just randomly told me, "Oh yeah, I'm having a kid, by the way." He's like, as soon as the baby comes, you can hate him too. That's what he said.
This is what your half brother told you?
No, this is what my little brother told me
Oh,
yesterday.
you have another brother.
Yes, I have half little brothers and sisters because from my stepdad.
Oh, okay.
The little ones are from my stepdad. The older one is from my father. That me and him share the same father. Besides that, that's really it.
So you hate everybody?
That's what they told me. That's what he told me yesterday. I don't know what's going on with that.
Do you hate everybody?
It was so random. I don't know what happened.
So you hate everybody but baby Jessica's daddy.
That's what they told me. I don't know what's going on.
And you don't know if you hate everybody or not?
I didn't think I did. If I was minding my own business and trying to do my own thing.
And so did they convince you that you hated everybody?
No, but they keep bringing it up.
But why do you care about what they bring up? Why do you think about what they bring up?
What if it's true?
You need to know yourself. What if it's not true?
But what if everybody just starts saying that? And what if I'm just ignoring the truth if they keep telling me that?
If you get to know yourself, you cannot ignore the truth. That's impossible. You just don't know yourself, and then knowing yourself, nobody else can tell you about you. Know yourself. Don't let it be based on what anyone else think or say, no matter who it is.
All right.
So do the silent prayer, watch those thoughts, and don't call them you, all right?
Thank you, Jesse.
All right. Call me and cry some more.
Yeah, I will.
All right.
All right.
Bye. I want to show you one quick thing that the Great White Hope did. Trump is y'all better be grateful for Trump instead of having a syndrome. Huh?
Derangement.
What?
Derangement.
Isn't that a syndrome?
It is.
Yeah. Instead of having a syndrome, you better be grateful. Politico is reporting President Donald Trump signed an executive order on Monday classifying fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction. Watch this from KTVN2.
As a weapon of mass destruction. He made the announcement today during a ceremony. President Trump says he's classifying fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction. He made the announcement today during a ceremony to present service members with the Mexican Border Defense Medal.
That's why today I'm taking one more step to protect Americans from the scourge of deadly fentanyl flooding into our country. With this historic executive order I will sign today, we're formally classifying fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction, which is what it is. No bomb does what this is doing.
The president also said his administration has seized millions of pills over the last 2 months, and he says that America's adversaries are, quote, trafficking fentanyl into the United States in part because they want to kill Americans, end quote.
You better be thanking God for the Great White Hope. God has given you a gift, and you are complaining about it. It reminds me of when, hey, you may be able to relate to this. It reminds me of when the white man freed the blacks from slavery, and instead of them being grateful, they've been bitching about it ever since.
Indeed. That's a fact.
Isn't that amazing?
Yep.
Instead of being grateful that the white man freed them because the Alawaba people didn't free them,
Yep.
and the blacks who sold them into slavery didn't free them, the white man did it. And they spent the next 150 years bitching.
No good deed goes unpunished.
What a mess, huh?
Yep.
And so that's how it is right now. We have the Great White Hope making America great again like I never seen before. And y'all complaining. Not everybody. A lot of people complaining. looking to give horse in the mouth and complaining. What a sad way to live. You don't miss your water until the well run dry, and hopefully this well doesn't run dry with Donald Trump. We need him there forever. Tony is the first time caller out of California. Tony, you are on the air.
Good morning, Jesse. How are you?
All is well, Tony.
So I wanted to ask you a question.
Ask.
Yes. I wanted to ask you a question in regards to the tweet that Trump put out after the news on Rob Reiner and his unfortunate death.
And why do you say unfortunate?
I don't think that's the way you want to go out. I think that's probably self-explanatory. When someone's murdered, that would never be in the category of fortunate, right?
Is there any death that's fortunate?
Sure.
What?
You die without anger. That would be fortunate.
That would be amazing. Go ahead.
So I think you're right. I heard you saying before, Trump derangement syndrome is real. I know people that have that.
Yeah.
However, I do believe that there's the opposite of Trump derangement syndrome. It's where you just ride with whatever he does. Now, one of the best things that I heard you say, it might not be the best. You said a lot of, like Trump, you say a lot of great stuff. And I agree with you 90% of the time. You said never hurt people with the truth. I don't know if this is ironic, but on Truth Social, what Trump tweeted was the truth. But it was also very hurtful. So I was just curious how you felt about that.
But it was just hurtful to those who have the syndrome, the Trump derangement syndrome. It was only hurtful to them because they already hate Trump.
But you're still hurting somebody with the truth.
But if they didn't hate Trump, they would not be hurting. So it's not him that's hurting them; it's that their hatred of him is hurting them.
So you don't think he was wrong to go in because most people, even people that support him, are kind of thinking that was a little on the indelicate side.
Do I think it was wrong?
Yes.
Let me just ask before I answer that. Do you think it was wrong?
Well, the reason why I'm calling, Jesse, is because I'm not actually sure. My initial response, just because of the way I was raised, that's a little tacky. Like, you probably shouldn't make that level of comment right away.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I have mixed feelings. I'll just put it that way.
I understand.
was curious what you think.
When the man brother died or husband, somebody died, and they went right to Christ and said, Christ, come and help me. My brother is dead. Something.
Are you talking about Lazarus?
Yeah, somebody died. Yeah, and Christ said, "Let the dead bury the dead," and he went on about his business. Was that hurtful?
No. Well, I think Jesus had big plans, and we all benefited from it.
But he said it while somebody died. I ain't going back there. Let the dead bury the dead.
Right.
He didn't even care.
Comparison. I don't think that doesn't come off like he didn't care. That looks like there's not much I can do.
No, he didn't say that. He said, let the dead bury the dead. I'm going about my business.
Right. So a lot of people assume. I don't see that as cold. I see that as practical.
So then why do you see what Trump said? Why don't you see what Trump said as practical?
Because nobody asked Trump. Trump put that out there on himself. People asked Jesus. So he had to give an answer. But Trump came in unsolicited and said something that most people... See, here's the thing. I'm trying to convince the people in my family that suffer from Trump derangement syndrome. Look, he opened these accounts for people. This is good. Look at the fentanyl thing. He's saving lives. I keep throwing these out there so that they can understand that they're not being objective about what he's doing. They're just hating. And then he tweets like that. That does not help.
You're making a horrible mistake.
Okay, I know what you're going to say.
What am I about to say?
Don't convince people of anything.
I rest my case. Why are you trying to convince them? You can't convince them. You
I want more votes.
You cannot convince an angry person.
I need votes. We need votes, Jesse. The midterms are coming up.
You still can't convince an angry person.
That's true. Lord knows.
Stop trying to convince them.
Okay. All right. Well,
Let
thank you.
them suffer.
Well, yeah. I don't know if I have a choice, because when literally these conversations come up, and my goal is A, but no matter what happens, I still get Z.
Drop your goal. Have no goal. And just live your life.
Roger that.
Amazing call, Tony. Thank you.
All right, Jesse. Have a good night.
You too, buddy. You can't convince anyone of anything. Christ said, let the dead bury the dead. He was Jesus Christ. The Catholic even think that he was God to Jesus Christ. I mean, Father to Jesus Christ, whatever they call him. What the hell? Here is a recommendation. Do what you want. But it's a recommendation. I want you to know. Listen up closely. For those who want to change, listen up. Put down your cornbread right now, your biscuits, your eggs, and listen for a minute. You don't know this, but you can and you will know it if you pay attention to you. The truth is trying to catch up with you. The truth is trying to catch up with you. It's trying to change your way of being. It's trying to change your way of thinking. It's trying to change your way of living, but you won't let it. And it tell you what to do, and you won't do it. And the beauty about the truth, just because you won't do it, it's not going to help you like mama would. Mama tried to help you. You don't have to do it, I'll do it. Truth don't operate like that. You're going to have to do what it says, because it is trying to change you. It's trying to catch up with you, but you won't let it. And I've seen that over and over again. You tell people, practice being present. Stay out of your imagination. Don't think about the past or the future. Stay present. They won't do it. You tell people, make sure you, at the beginning of your morning, your day, be still. Do the silent prayer so you can practice being present. And at the end of your day, do the same thing before you go to sleep. Oh, I did it for a while, but I stopped. It's painful. It doesn't work. And the evil inside of them and outside of them, inside of other people, encourages them to not do it. But the truth told you to do it. You're like, what can I do? What can I do? How can I? And the truth said, okay, be still and know me. I got your back. But you won't do it. A few will, but most won't. I hear it all the time. The truth tells you to stop reacting to the dark, false world inside of your mind and emotions, and stop reacting to it inside of other people. Just don't react. He tried to save you. He said, be still, don't react. Don't overreact and don't react. And the first time that someone outside of you, quote unquote, attack you, you truly believe that you're being attacked. You fight back. You're going against the truth, so the truth can't save you. It's trying to catch up with you, and it's telling you what to do so it can catch up with you. But you won't do it. You fight back. Instead of letting the world go. Let them say, as long as they're not attacking you physically, let them say and do what they want. It's not happening to you, but you won't know that because you think it's happening to you, so you overreact. The first time something happens, you overreact. You fight back. You and the devil are one. Two devils fighting. Outside of you, inside of others. But if you just let it happen, the truth is trying to catch up with you, it will help you. It will change everything. But you won't let it. You trust evil over the truth. You even trust human beings over the truth. And the Spirit of truth said, trust no one. All angry people are murderers, meaning that they murder your soul. They kill themselves spiritually and you. But you overreact. And then the thoughts tell you something, you overreact to that too. Now you're afraid. Now you feel like you got to go and do something to prove something to someone else. But the truth said, be still. I'm trying to help you. I'll fight your battle for you. But you won't let it fight. You get mad, and then you defend the anger. Well, I got mad because they were trying to make me look weak. I didn't want to look weak, or I didn't want them to think they were taking advantage of me, or I didn't want this or that. You defend evil because it's the evil that's giving you those words to defend it. You and the devil are one. The truth says, lay your weapons down. There's no need to fight about anything with anyone. And what do? You fight. And then you build an army to help you fight. And then when that fight is done, you and the army turn on each other and fight. Because it's evil. Both parties are evil. The truth says, don't fight. Really. And if you ever laid your weapon down and don't fight, I don't care how the lies try to tell you, oh, God, you look bad. Oh, God, this is happening. Oh, God, this happened. Don't pay any attention. The truth is trying to catch up with you and help you and change you from evil to good. And when the truth changes you from evil to good, you won't take any credit for being good because you would know it's not you. You would just know it. You don't even have to say it. You would just know it. But you would be free. And the world they may not recognize that you're free because they're lost too, and they're trying to fight to get a thrill. But you would know. You will know. So the truth is trying to catch up with you. And the darkness hate the truth, so it's tremble at the idea that you won't overreact, that you won't fight back, that you feel the fear and don't call it you and go through the hell. So it tried desperately to get a reaction from you from within. And what you're going to find out if you do this, if you let the truth catch up with you, what you're going to find out discover is that it was never you. It was never you that was lonely and had fear and doubt and worry and jealousy and strife and insecurity and worry, suicidal thought, depression, anxiety, stress. It was never you. But you won't let the truth catch up with you and show you that. Or you'll read the Bible in some cases. You'll quote the scripture real loud. You'll go in the corner and get people saved in your mind. You're not even saved. That's why you're trying to get people saved. You'll do that, but you won't let the truth help you at all. The truth is trying to help you. It's trying to change you to help you. So do what you want, but I recommend a change of mind, a change of thinking. And I want you to give this, and so I don't want you to think a change of mind is what, it is going to change your mind, but just without any all the other stuff that you put into it. I want you to know, and I want you to say this to yourself, quietly, when you're afraid, when you're lonely, when you're alone, when it looks like the whole world is laughing at you or turning against you. I want you to, and inside of you, all that's going on inside of you, I want you to know the truth is chasing me to change my thinking. The truth is chasing me. Look how nervous I am. Look how worried I am. That's the truth chasing me to take that away from me. It's trying to help me. You got to change your thinking. It's trying to help you. He is trying to help you, but you won't let it. You won't be still and just live a quiet. Slow your roll, slow down. And the truth says, be still so you can know the truth. But you overreact every time. You think you have something to lose. You ain't got nothing to lose. You literally have nothing to lose. And yet you got to give it all up in order to know the truth. You got to give up a so-called reputation. You got to give up a so-called self-defense. You got to give up a so-called hero. You got to give up, I'm afraid of losing my job or losing my money or losing my something. You got to give up, I'm afraid of losing my family, my children, my wife, my husband, my false identity. You got to be willing to let it all go, and you're going to see it was never real. But you won't let the truth change you. It's trying to catch up with you. Do what you want with that, but you got to change in what you're thinking. You're not your thoughts. You're not your emotions. You're not your anxieties. You're not your thrills. You're not your jealousy. You're not your revenge. You're not into those things. And yet, because you think you are, it's destroying you. And it's causing you to destroy other lost people. Because lost people go after lost people. Dark people go after dark people. The people of the light don't think about the dark people. They're like, what the? The people of the light do not even think about the dark people. There was a caller yesterday and he was saying that he was crying and he said that his family, his brother, half brother, something like that, got married and he was not invited. And he felt bad about that. That doesn't make any sense. Why are you feeling anything that another person won't or didn't invite you to their wedding? And they have a right not to. There's no big deal. You save money and time. And wish them well. Don't be mad because they didn't invite you. They have a right not to invite you. Or some people say, my family turned against me. Right on. Let them turn against you. You got to be willing to lose it all, overcome the world in order to be free. You can't love both. You got to love one and hate the other. You can't love the truth and love the lie as well. So it's up to you. You got to know when, and what you don't know too, is crazy, but it's true. All of your feelings and thoughts and your worries and your envies and your strife and your revengeful and your victimhood thinking and feeling, it's all in you. It's not outside of you. It's in you. It's inside of you. It's inside of you. Just think about that. And you're thinking that somebody else is making you feel this way and do these things. It's happening in you. It's not on the outside at all. All of your worries, your fears, your false identity. You think you're important and you're not. You just attach names to you, titles and names to make yourself. But that's just a thrill. It's just a thrill. It's not even real. And then you roam the earth looking for another thrill and another one and another one. And then you cry at night. But it's for those who want to overcome. Change your thinking. You got to know, quietly know, wow, I feel this and the truth is trying to catch up with me. I'm going to let it happen this time and see what happens. You got to be tired of being the way you've been all your life and you want to be different. But don't say what the difference is. I am tired of being this way. I can't change myself. I'm tired of being of fear and worry and loneliness, whatever it is. Suicidal, drug addict, alcoholic, or drag queen, or whatever. I don't want to be this way, but I can't change it. I'm tired of it. I want to be different. But don't say what the difference is, because if you say what the difference is, you're going to take on more false identities and keep yourself in hell longer, maybe forever. Smoke on it. The truth said to be still and know the truth. Be still and know. It says to be still and know. It didn't say to overreact and know. It didn't say to get mad and know. It didn't say to blame others and know. It didn't say to go out and try to attack and know. It says to be still and know. But you do the opposite. You overreact. You go out and attack. You attack yourself and you do all kind of crazy stuff. I set before you life and death. Choose life. You got to go through hell to get to heaven. You ain't going to get there no other way. You're not going to skip over hell and enter into heaven. And that's what a lot of Christians, the Allah people think, the Jews, they think they're going to avoid hell. You're already in hell, but you got to go through it. And on the other side of hell is heaven. But you got to go through hell. Christ went through it. Who are you? You think you are not going to avoid going through it? You think you're just going to be a evil person all your life and calling yourself good when you're really not good. And then you think when you drop your body, you go into heaven. And then the people are going to lie and say you went to heaven. They're going to lie at the funeral and say, this was a good person. They were so sweet. They loved life, and they loved making people laugh. They loved laughter, and they did so much. They go into heaven. They're lying on you. An angry person would never enter into heaven while you live or after you die. It just ain't going to happen. Darkness cannot enter into the light. So change your thinking and know the truth is trying to save me. The truth is trying to help me. Let me stop. Let me don't overreact. I don't care what the world say. Those are your enemy. The people who attack you, do you think they're attacking you out of love? Why do you care what they think? They don't love you. They are evil. and they're in hell, and they're trying to bring you in their hell. But you're blind and you don't know it because you overreact. You will not be still and see what happens. Never assume. Always have a wait and see. And as Kurt is telling me right now, the producer of Punch TV, he white. You have to go from 2 to 1. And he's right. You must become whole. You must become one. You're divided inside of you. You must be one. And when you become one, you will know you. You will know who you are. And it will be amazing. It ain't nothing like what you can imagine. You think you know, and you don't. I ask people all the time, who are you? They're like, oh, I'm so scared. I'm so lonely. I'm so this. I'm so worried. I'm so that. I'm like, well, who are you? My name is so-and-so, and I'm a doctor, lawyer, trash bin pickup. Or they quickly say I'm a child of God. Lord have mercy. I'm this. But they never tell me who they are. They tell me who they belong to in their mind. They tell you who they belong to and what they do and what they have, but they cannot tell you who they are because they don't know. They'll assume that they know, but they won't look and see that they don't know who they are. You're none of those things. You're not your thoughts. You're not your emotions. You're not your job. You're not your wife. You're not your husband. You're not your children. You're even of your father, the devil, if you have anger/resentment. So change your mind and quietly think, look at this pain and fear I'm having, or worry, or pothead, or drug addict, like that boy that accused of killing his dad and mama. It's not you. The truth is trying to help me. I'm going to take this pain and see what happens. One other quick report. Did you hear about this? It's Black excellence. This woman, according to this report, my black producer gave me, he's smart. Oh, that's because he's white on the inside, too. He's white on the inside, black on the outside, flat earther, little cool, and Nazi. He's all of those. Amazing, huh? But he gave me this story. I had not heard of this either, but I'm not surprised white people have turned their world over to, their country over to the blacks, knowing that the blacks don't love them. Knowing that the blacks don't love, it's like you invited Allahu Akbar people to your country, and you let them get into your government as a representative, knowing that they don't care about you. They hate you. What a mess, huh? This report is interesting, folks. From WTAE. It's a spiritual battle. It's not physical. WTAE report from July 2nd, 2021. A video shows a Brighton Heights mother places her 9-year-old daughter in the grass to dump her own garbage after she says the environmental service employee told her it was too heavy. Watch this from WTAE TV.
The couple tells me they're frustrated with what happened and the lack of answers. They live in the Brighton Heights neighborhood here in the city of Pittsburgh, so their garbage is picked up and dumped into trucks just like this one, owned by the city. But the city employees you're about to see on this video chose not to do that, so the homeowner had to do it herself. Watch. You are watching video captured by a camera mounted on a home along Wilkesboro Avenue.
Do you guys care if I put them in? This is the second week you haven't taken them. They're getting kind of gross.
The voice you hear is Amanda Searide, who was sitting here on her porch when she says she watched the environmental services employees touch her trash cans and say they were too heavy. You can hear her 9-month-old daughter crying as Searide walks into the camera's view after the employee tells her she can dump her trash into the truck herself. And she does, one after another, with her small children, Jacob and Aurora, sitting on the lawn watching, and with no help from the two employees.
My wife obviously picked it up with ease, so it wasn't that heavy. And we're not putting bowling balls and watermelons out in our garbage. It's kitchen trash.
Brian Searide is a city employee himself, a firefighter. So he says he and his wife reached out to the city 4 times since last week, when they say these garbage cans were left the first time. City officials tell me this is now under full investigation by the Department of Public Works.
Amazing, huh? You still want the blacks working for you? White people, black people don't love you. They don't love themselves, and they don't love other blacks. What do you think? How do you think they're gonna treat you? Those appear to be two black guys. You're under genocide, and it's gonna get worse. When you don't overcome evil within yourself, it gets worse, and then you spread it out into the world, blaming them for the way you feel. And white people won't speak up. They won't say anything, and those guys will not be punished. I'll be surprised if they do. It's under investigation. Can you imagine the outcry had that been two white guys refusing to pick up a black people trash, and they getting paid to do that? The trash would be on fire. According to the report, the black guy, they're too heavy. It's two of them. Talk about beta males. It's too heavy. The white woman. It's because they don't like white people. They hate white people. They blame white people for their failure. Even the black men blame other white men and white people for their failure in life. And the woman just went out there and just drug it in and threw it in there while her baby sat on the ground. Do what you want with it, but you are under genocide, white people, by the blacks. And government employees don't have to do anything anyway. It's a lazy man's job or woman. Working for the government is a lazy person's job. I remember years ago, all my friends were getting a job with the government, and so and they would be off work a lot, and they were making good money, and they would be on vacation. Every holiday, the government shut down, and I was like, "What? I'm gonna get me one of those lazy governmental jobs." But I was so black, I couldn't even pass the civil service test. They were giving us those tests. Well, I was so dumb, black and dumb, I couldn't even pass the test. Thank God I didn't pass it. I thank God I didn't pass that test because I'll be working for the government today. I'd be just a lazy. And then I thank God I didn't learn to read the Bible. I didn't remember the Bible. I try hard to remember the Bible because all my little Christian friends would quote the Bible in the Word. And they would quote the Bible like chipmunks. And I tried to learn and remember the Bible. I could not remember it. It would just go right out. I'm like, what the? Thank God he didn't allow me to remember the Bible. The Word is made flesh. The truth is already in you. Had I learned the Bible by rote, I would not have connected with the truth within. So count your blessings and name them one by one. Let me go to Brady out of Arizona. Brady, you are on the air.
Oh, right on, Jesse. I have to ask you first off, are you a flat earther?
If you ask me, I believe the earth is round.
Do you believe that the earth is spinning from west to east at 1,200 miles per hour like the scientists like you say it today say that it is? Do you believe that we're spinning?
I don't know how fast it's going, but I know there's no proof that it's flat. It is round. The people that think it's flat, they have no proof at all. It's just made up stuff. Just like the people think that they call Jesus God the Father. It's just made up stuff, just words. The earth is round. And Hake has proven over and over again that it's round. Have you seen his Have you seen his movies from the water, the oceans?
Well, one thing, if the earth was shaped round, all the water would spill right off. So maybe we're on a flat astral plane where God put it. The center of the earth is the North Star, which is known as Polaris. That's God's star. It hasn't moved forever. That's where he put it.
Where's your proof that it's flat?
Yes, it's called Polaris, the North Star, God's star.
Where is your proof that the earth is flat?
It's flat-ish. I'm not saying it's completely flat.
Where's your proof that it's flat-ish?
The reason why I can prove that it's flat-ish and not moving is just how your GPS works. An XY coordinate. It's giving you 3 different coordinates.
But a GPS is just a piece of equipment made by man.
Correct. It's a piece of equipment.
And so it doesn't prove that the earth is not round. What the?
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Mathematics. It's using mathematics and physics and biblical earth, mathematician, astrology, all in one to show you that on an XY grid, the earth cannot be moving to do a fixed experiment. So when your GPS reads where you're standing on a latitude, longitude.
Brady, you have no proof that the earth is flat. Zero.
Yes, I do. I'm trying to explain it to you, Jesse. You got to give me more than 20 seconds here.
But the way you explain it doesn't make sense.
Okay, I'm going to try to bring you in here. Latitude and longitude. If you go on the face of the earth right now and you're standing and you say, I want a latitude, longitude reading on your phone, he'll give you one. If the earth was spinning, that would not happen, Jesse. It's on a fixed, flattish earth where God put it. Biblical earth is what I'd like to call it, not flat earth, not sphere-tard earth where it's round and spinning. Biblical earth.
What's a biblical earth?
Bible.
What's a biblical earth?
It's based on what's in the Bible and how God created the earth.
What's a biblical earth?
I'm a biblical earther. I follow what's in Bible and Scripture.
What is a biblical earth? You just made up something else.
Biblical earth is what's in the Bible and ancient Scripture, going back to the Hebrews and the ancient Phoenician text.
But what is a biblical earth?
It's referring to the Bible.
But the Bible is just a book that was put together by men that had nothing to do with God, except he did inspire some of the men to write letters, but you didn't tell me what a biblical earth. You made that up?
No, biblical earth refers kind of like, according to Dustin Nemos, a guy that I like to follow, I like to listen to and follow what he says.
But he doesn't know anything?
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't. What's a biblical earth? What's a biblical earth?
Biblical earth regards as how the earth was created by God.
What is a biblical earth?
Astrology. The zodiac is biblical earth, Jesse. The zodiac. God, Bible,
Brady.
And what the God...
Brady.
Yes, sir.
What's a biblical earth? You made that up.
I didn't make it up. You asked me for an answer. I gave you an answer. What do you mean I made it up? That's coming right from this white man's gut, Jesse, right straight to you today.
But there's no such thing as a biblical earth.
Yes, there is.
No, there's not.
Do you know what the Book of Enoch is?
See, just like you made up flat earth, you're making up biblical earth.
It goes back to the Book of Enoch, which was the most important part of the original Bible, which the Catholic Church took out.
Brady.
That's biblical earth.
No, there ain't no such thing as a biblical earth. I mean, a biblical earth. You're making that up.
No, I'm not making it up. I've been doing this for 20 years, doing biblical earth stuff.
There's no such thing as biblical earth. Just like there's no such thing as Jesus the Father, or whatever they call him. But Brady, thank you, but I got to run because of time. What the? Let me go to first-time caller out of Vegas. Ryan, a first-time caller out of Vegas. Thank you, Brady. Ain't no such thing as a biblical earth, nor there's no proof that the earth is flat. Zero proof. Let me go to the first-time caller, Louis, out of South Florida. Louis, you are on the air.
Hi, Jesse.
Hey, Louis.
So, yeah, first-time caller.
Are you on the speakerphone?
No, I am on my AirPods.
Take your AirPod. Oh, man.
All right, hold on.
What?
Can you hear me better now?
I sure can. Did he tell you not to use iPod or anything like that?
I think that he told me maybe to stay on the headset, maybe.
No, he didn't tell you that. But go ahead because of time. Go ahead.
All right. So I've been in a very dark place as of late. I have been screwed over by literally every single woman in my life, including my own mother. And I remember that I was at the gym lifting my weights, and then I just came across one of your videos. One of your videos popped up, right? And I think that you were giving a talk at a university or an event. I forgot which one it was. But then you were talking about forgiving the mother and then forgiving the father for not protecting you from your mother. Growing up, my dad was always working all the time, so I rarely saw him. So I was always with my mom. And my mom did raise me in a very feminine way. Talk about your feelings, journal, it's okay to cry, girls like nice guys, all that crap. I'm sorry, all that stuff that it turned out not to be true, right? Even today, when I had my family, like I met a girl at the gym. We had 2 children together. She ended up leaving me because I was working too much and I was emotionally neglecting her, even though she was a stay-at-home girlfriend. My mother, even at that time, because I didn't have that much money and I was working literally all the time, she would tell me things like, well, you need to provide more you need to give her allowances, and if you don't make enough money, then you have to find out other ways to make money. Like even if you have to sell yourself, like you have to do it because you have to take care of your woman. So things of that nature, alongside a lot of the things that she did to me when I was a child, I find it very, very hard to forgive her. And I just wanted some guidance on that.
Your mother is evil, and because of that, you now resent her. You're angry at her, so you're just like her. You think like her, you feel like her, your heart is wicked like your mother. Your mother could not help herself. Her mother did it to her. You must forgive her. Mother, I'm sorry for resenting you, for screwing up my life. I realize now you can help yourself. Don't ask for forgiveness. Don't do anything like that. God will forgive you. And then forgive your father for not protecting you from your mother. He couldn't help himself. And start doing the silent prayer. And I want you to know that all thoughts and emotions are lies. There's no such thing as a true thought and a true emotion. So let it go and just work on you. And this woman, this ex-girlfriend or what, be done with her. Don't contact her. Be through with her, done with her, and just work on you. And I promise you, you will have a clear mind and perfect peace.
It's a little hard because we have 2 children together.
I understand. And do the kids live with you or her?
Well, she used to live in my house, and then she moved out to live with her mom.
And did the kids go with her, or are they there with you?
No, they are 3 and 2.
Do they live with you?
No, they live with her. She took them.
And so, but then let her have them, and you just work on you. Stay to yourself, and never, ever, ever, as long as you walk this planet, never give another woman a dime. Don't give your girlfriend any money, because they'll see you as weakness when they can do that. Do not give money. You may have to pay some child support. I now realize that, but other than that, don't give money. Don't beg. And do the silent prayer, rebuildingtheman.com/silent prayer. rebuildingtheman.com/silent prayer. And just do that, and you'll be fine. But stay away from your mother. Don't have anything to do with her. Once you forgive her, do not have anything to do with her at all. She is your enemy and not your friend.
The other thing, Jesse, that I wanted to, it's very interesting how you just touched on this, that when you just said to not give women any more money. I got another girlfriend after my last girlfriend left me. And I tried to live with her. She seemed like a nice woman at first, but then later it turned out that she wanted me to pay for all of her things.
Of course.
Like she just wanted to be a quote-unquote housewife. And then she got really, really mad when I told her that I was not going to be giving her about anywhere between $3,000 to $4,000 a month.
Whoa.
Just so she could. Yeah, she told me that she was a high-maintenance woman. So I told her, I'm not going to pay for that. When I told her that, she told me that, she would insult me literally every single day. Like, she would call me very, very nasty names, like the N-word, the F-word, like all of these things, right?
Yeah.
And once I just wanted to take her out because I just didn't
Come back to your phone. Come back to the phone.
I am on the phone.
I can't, Lewis, because of time, are you able to call me back tomorrow? Okay, I want to finish up this conversation. Very interesting. Turn me, can they turn the music down on my end? I want to finish the conversation. Call me tomorrow. When they answer on my end, let me know I told you to call back, and I'll take your call right away.
Thank you, guys.
But for that lady you're with now, move away from her and don't give her a dime and have nothing to do with her. Give her the finger.
Oh, no, I'm not with her anymore. She called the cops on me, and because of that, now I have a permanent record because she falsely accused me of...
Accused you of what?
She falsely accused me of domestic violence, and now I can't even have a job.
Wow. Call me tomorrow. I'll show you how to work this out, all right? All right, call me back tomorrow.
Yeah, all right, thank you.
All right. I want to go down to Florida and talk to Lewis. I was having a conversation with Lewis yesterday, and we completely ran out of time. And so I asked him to call back today to be fair to Lewis. And he's back on the phone now from Florida. Lewis, you're on the air.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Lewis. So to bring people up to date, your mother is all in your life. She screwed you up. You met this one woman. She ripped you off. You were a beta with her. She took advantage of you. And I think you said you had a child with her too, right?
Yes.
And you guys broke up, and then you met another woman, and she wanted money, and you were spending buku money on her. And
No, I never did.
So what now?
No, I never did. I never spent money on her like that.
On this new woman, you spent no money?
No, well, I did like on dates and stuff like that, but
Right.
we would only go on like maybe once or twice a week, and they were only like about $30-$40 per pop, so it's not really that much.
And then she got mad because she wanted you to spend money on her or something?
Yes, she wanted me to pay for her health bills, and she had a lot of debt that I wouldn't pay for, so she got really mad at me.
And then what happened?
Well, then I tried to break up with her because she would call me all sorts of names. She would just insult me. Like she was very verbally and mentally abusive. So when I tried to break up with her, she called the cops on me, and then she told the cops that I put my hands on her, and then I was arrested right there and then.
You were arrested?
Yes.
Amazing. And did you say you lost your job as a result, or you can't work?
Yes, that's true, because I can no longer pass a level 2 background check, or a level 1 for that matter. I just got rejected from Wendy's.
Wow. You said this woman called you the N-word. Are you black?
No, I'm Hispanic, but my skin's pretty brown.
And why did she call you the N-word?
I think that she was just trying to get a rise out of me. To maybe what she was looking for was for me to actually put my hands on her. But I never did. I wasn't stupid. Like, I knew that if I ever put my hands on any person, male or female, I would probably just lose my licenses. And, well, it turns out that I don't have to put my hands on anybody at all. All I have to do is get a woman to just accuse you.
Yeah, that's how it is in America today. And women tend to lie very easily on men now because they hate weak men. And you said that because of her, you can't work or anything. So what are you going to do now that you can't work?
I live in South Florida, so there's a very large Hispanic population here, and a lot of them are illegal. So I've been trying to find work for illegals, but even that is a little bit hard to find right now because ICE is getting them all. So a lot of employers are not hiring those type of people, which is good. You know, it's good for the country.
Yeah.
But it's kind of bad for me right now because it's very tough. I have an interview later for a server position at a restaurant. Hopefully I get it. But aside from that, I've been applying for the last 2-3 months and nothing. Like I said, I can't even deliver food for Uber Eats because they also require a level 2 background check, apparently.
What a mess. And so you said yesterday, I believe, that your mother was all involved in your life as well?
Actually, yes. That's what I wanted to get back to. That's what I wanted to actually talk about.
Okay.
Because the thing with my mom is that it's a very convoluted story. And then I remember that after I told you guys a little bit of that yesterday, a lot of people in chat, rightly, they were in disbelief. They thought that I was trolling. I can assure you, if you ask me this story today or a year from now or 5 years from now or even 10, I'm going to be able to tell the exact same story because this actually did happen. But obviously, looking back at it, it's a little bit, it's rough. But for me, that was normal, how I grew up. So I guess let me just tell you a little bit of it. We grew up in South America. I'm not going to disclose the country, right? And over there, the laws for child welfare services, they're non-existent. Like, you don't have family courts, you don't have anything. Like, you can have a woman get her pregnant, and then she can try to set up child support, but the man is not obligated to just give it to her. He could be a neighbor and not pay it, and the state is not going to do anything. So that's how relaxed it's down there, right? So when I was little, the youngest, well, one of the youngest memories that I had of her was that she was her and my father, they were both very, a lot of physically abusive towards me. They would hit me a lot. It would be with a belt, spanks, slaps, punch, kicks, especially by my father. My mother, she was more verbally and emotionally abusive, right? I remember that this one time I was about anywhere between 6 or 7. And I thought it was a game because I used to watch a lot of Bugs Bunny back in the day. I remember that she was tying my feet, like with rope, right? So I just let her do it because I thought we were playing a game. Then she tied my arms and my hands. And then I thought, oh, yeah, we're just playing. And then later she tied my mouth, like she put a muscle on me. And then she left me sitting in my room because I was being, I guess, a little too hyperactive. And she always had a problem with that. Now, mind you, she was a stay-at-home mother. She would also punish me a lot for misbehaving in school. But then later it turns out that once I started asking about it, it turns out that my mother, she used to homeschool me a lot, right? So I would go to school, which, by the way, the schools over there, they're harder than here. But I would come home from school, and then she would homeschool me some more. So I was very advanced. I was like a level or 2 grades ahead of everybody else. So when I would go to school, I would always finish my work first. So it will take me, 10 minutes to finish an entire work or of whatever they gave me. So for the rest of the hour, I was just sitting at a desk doing nothing. So me being the child that I was, I would just stand up and try to play with my classes and all of this. So I would get in a lot of trouble. And whenever I would get in trouble, my parents would beat me. My dad used to do this thing, and I don't know if you guys know about this, but like a door lock, like the knob of a door?
Yes.
You can turn that around, right? So if you flip it around, that means that the lock is on the outside, and then on the inside, there is no lock, right? So my dad used to do that so he could lock me in my room so I wouldn't get out. It had been a few times in which he would actually leave me locked in my room for the whole day, and he would just come in every now and then just to change my buckets. And what I mean by buckets is that he would literally leave 2 empty buckets, one for pee and one for poop, and a very tall glass of water. And he would just leave me there the entire day. That happened a few times, not too often, but yeah, it did happen. To me, it was normal because I was in my room. I was like, well, at least I have my toys, right? But no, later once I talked to a psychologist about it, they told me that I was abused. I was like, well, I didn't think that I was abused because it was my normal, right? But okay, so that happened. I was beaten until I was 16. I came to this country when I was 11. And when I came, I was 11. I was in middle school. I remember I was in 7th grade. And my father would still beat me, like really, really bad. And I switched from wearing those short pants, you know, the pants that the middle schoolers wear, the one that goes down to your knees, right? Yeah. I used to wear them because it's kind of hot down here, you know, in South Florida. So, but my dad would beat me so bad that my mom told me to start wearing pants and long-sleeve shirts to school so I could hide all of my bruises. And it kind of sucked because it was pretty hot, but the rooms, the classrooms, their AC was always fully on. So it was okay inside the classroom, but like walking from class to class, that was pretty hot. And that didn't stop until I was 16. And the only reason why that stopped was because my parents tried to get a divorce. Now, my mom, she fell into a really, really deep depression once my father cheated on her, and she found out. And she wanted to kill herself. She wanted to do all these things. And I was basically a teenage therapist to her. And part-time, I was keeping her alive because she was on some heavy meds. And I saw her trying to cut herself with like the kitchen knife. So I remember that I was like about maybe 14, 15. And I would be hiding all of the knives in the house, just somewhere in my room, so she would not do anything. She would come into my room sometimes like at 1 a.m., 3 a.m., and just beg me to like just get out of the house with her. It's like, hey, let's just go somewhere. And I would ask her, where are we going to go? Like, are you sleepwalking? Because I think that sometimes she would sleepwalk too because of all the meds. I would always just put her back in her room. She was always bad-mouthing my father. It was always terrible. And I skipped over this. When I was 9 to 10, I was in 6th grade. And because of my quote-unquote poor behavior in school, because, again, I was always ahead of everybody, and I kept getting kicked out of school, they put me in military school. So I would go in on Monday mornings to the school, and then I would not go back home until Friday evening. And that happened for an entire year. And the only reason why it only happened for a year was because my father got robbed at gunpoint. And then he decided that it wasn't safe to stay in that country anymore. So we came to the United States shortly after. But
Amazing.
during that time, my mother would tell me that the weekends were the worst time for her of the week because those would be the times that I would be home. She said that she was much happier when I was away at the boarding school, at the military school. And, you know, that's not really easy to hear when you are a 9-year-old, that your own mother doesn't really want you around and she would just rather you.
Hold on, Louis. Let me take a break. When I come back, we'll finish this, and I have to get to some more calls. Hold on a minute. 888-77-JESSE. A quick break. Back in a moment. Let me go quickly back to Louis. According to Louis, has gone through hell with his father and mother. So, Louis, so you went through all this, and is your mother still involved in your life?
Well, she's trying to be, but I keep her a very, long arm's length. I don't really text her too much. I visit them because they live.
Are you on a
15...
speaker or something?
No, I'm just near my computer, but I can leave my computer.
Okay.
Okay. Is it better now?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, my parents live about 15 minutes away from me, so I do visit them sometimes, but I don't really interact much with my mom.
And why do you have anything to do with her at all?
My father tells me that she's my mother, so I have to honor her and respect her and show her love because she had me.
But why would you believe your father if your father's so cruel to you as well?
Because Hispanics, we have strong family values and bonds, and it's like if we don't have family, we have nothing. So,
but that's not strong family value. That's hate. Those are thrills, and there's no love in that at all. Why do you continue to hold on to something that's not working for you?
Because like I said, I really don't have anything else. That's why I try to get my own family, right? That's why I had the girl that I had the 2 children. I thought we were doing okay, but then she left, and then she took everything with her, mainly the kids. So now I ended up with nothing. So it's like I can't have a nuclear family, and I can't have a family of my own creation. So might as well just go back to the only thing that I have.
Amazing. So let me ask: Did your parents? Are you an only child?
No, I have a brother, and that's also his own separate issues because when my mom was going through all of that, I am 7 years older than my brother. And I had to take care of my little brother while my mom was crashing out over the whole almost getting divorced, my dad cheating and doing all these things. And I had to cook for him. I had to bathe him. I had to play with him because my mom was severely incapacitated. But my brother hates me because I was, quote unquote, mean to him growing up. But I explained to him, I told him, brother, I was severely abused. I was bitten. I was doing all these things, and I still tried my best with you. But he doesn't care. He's like, well, you were mean, and you should have known better. I was like, I was an early teenager. Like, what do you want from me? But, yeah.
And so your question for me is what?
How can I truly forgive my mother? Because she has done so many things that were unforgivable. Oh, and remember the biggest one was when I had my quote-unquote wife, which was my stay-at-home girlfriend, because I turned her into a stay-at-home girlfriend because, she had the children. I was like, well, women shouldn't have to work when they have children. I don't want to put my child in daycare. So just stay here or just manage all the finances. I'll work extra jobs if I have to. And I did. I was working 5 jobs at a time. I was working 1 full-time job, and I was working 4 part-time jobs. Like every day I had like a different little job. And I was also going to school in the meantime. So we're scraping by. She managed to get WIC. I don't know if you guys know what WIC is. WIC is like women and something children. It's basically like food stamps, but how food stamps should be. They only give you a pound of beans, this much peanut butter, this much cheese, this much milk every single month. So it's pretty good. We had that. So
the babies were able to eat. She was able to eat, and our food budget was low because of that. Right? So that really helped. But I was only able to cover the basic necessities, right? The rent, the utilities, credit cards, gas, and all this stuff. And then my mom would tell me that I needed to give her more money so she can, quote unquote, keep her independence. So I have to give her an allowance. I was like, Mom, I can't give her an allowance. I don't have money for that yet.
So your mother told you to give your live-in girlfriend allowance?
An allowance, yes.
Really?
Spending. Yeah, like I had to give her like at least an extra $1,000 so she could retain her independence.
And did you do it?
Of course not. I had no money. Like all the extra money that I had was for savings, just in case something broke. Like the car, I drive a 2013 Honda, and that requires a maintenance. Like new tires, AC filters, oil changes, all that stuff. So whenever I had any extra money, I would always put it in savings.
Oh, okay. Amazing. And so your question for me is what?
How can I truly forgive my mother after she has been the way that she has been my entire life, and she even continues to be like this?
Knowing that your mother is evil and she cannot help herself. And her mother screwed her up and all that mess. And forgive her, she could not help herself. And forgive your father, he could not help himself. That's why he couldn't protect you from your mother. And then you be done with both of them. Do what you want, but here's what I recommend. Be done with them, stay away from them completely. And I want to encourage you to start doing the silent prayer, and so that the Spirit of truth can take over your life and give you perfect peace. But you got to start looking within and living from within, and I promise you everything will change. But you got to be done with them, be done with dating and all that. Don't want for anything but what is right. Seek the kingdom of God first, and everything will be added. Don't look for another woman, because you're going to always pick your mama when you look for another woman. So don't look for another woman. Don't look for anything but the truth, and let the truth catch on. I mean, take over your life and you'll be fine.
All right.
But you got to forgive them either by Skype or phone if it's not safe to go around them, and just say, hey, I've been resenting you guys all my life because you were so cruel to me. I realize now you could not help it. And so I was wrong to resent you, but I'm done. I'm moving on. And be done with them and move on with your life. Don't contact them. Don't give them a dime. When God said for us to honor our parents, he just means don't resent them. They could not help themselves. That's why they screwed you up, because they were lost. Parents are lost, and they have no love. And so don't resent them. And that's all it means that's the only thing you have to do with the father and the mother. But it doesn't mean you have to hang around them. You don't owe them anything. You have no obligation toward them at all. You're not responsible for their lives. You're only responsible for your own life. And with the women, just don't look for a date or anything, because if you do, you're going to make that your God, and you're going to always end up in the same situation or worse. You should have no other God before God. And so start working on yourself. Just find yourself another job. Forget about what has happened and stay present. And I promise you, everything will change and you will be fine.
Did you say stay present or pleasant?
Present, meaning don't be in your head thinking about the past or the future, because what has happened has already happened and it doesn't exist anymore. And once you forgive them by realizing you were wrong for hating them, everything's going to change for you.
Okay, thank you.
But you got to stay away from them. Don't let your father say, oh, you got to see your mother because she's your mother. That's a lie. You don't owe her anything. You got to stay away from evil that's inside of human beings, and then observe the evil inside of your own self but don't call it you, and you'll be fine. But you got to get away from those people.
I understand.
And don't let your father or your mother make you feel guilty or somehow or another you owe them something because they're your mother, they're your parents. You don't owe them a thing. And,
Right.
and you don't have a family. You never had a family. So don't be trying to hold on to something you didn't have.
Like I didn't even have a nuclear family?
You were catching hell.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, if you ever read about, I think it was Bowen, the therapist, he said that a lot of families, they operate in dysfunction, right? There's always like a black sheep in the family, and that's how I feel that I am. Because like I said, my mom doesn't like me. My dad is, I guess, 50-50 on me, and then my brother straight up hates me. And I think that by all of them unilaterally disliking me, that kind of keeps them united because they all live together. My brother still lives with them, and he's in his late 20s.
But they're all miserable, though. You're fortunate in that you're starting to wake up. And in all family, it seems that there's one or two other kids who are part of the family, but they're really not a part of the family. They're there, but there's something different about them. And you're going to be fine. Now that you're going to start working on yourself, you're going to pull away, you're going to pull away from them and start living your own life as an individual. Christ said that he came to divide the family, not unite them, to divide the good from the evil. And so you're one of the fortunate ones that you can now get away from them and be done with them. Don't have any communication with them at all.
Okay.
And don't give your mother any money. And don't be dating right now. That's the last thing you need in your life is a date.
I can't even date right now. I don't have a job or money.
But even if you had a job or money, you still shouldn't be dating because of your resentment for your mother. The woman is your God, and you're gonna always pick your mama, and because the same spirit of your mother is in you. You have a love-hate for her. And so every woman you meet will be your mother, and you will not know how to deal with her.
Yeah, you're right.
But once you stop resenting them, and then let the light take over your life, let God take over your life, he will put in your life whatever you're supposed to have. He will give it to you, and it will be perfect.
Okay, yeah. I'll definitely start doing that right now, like right away, because I have nothing else to lose. And I have a lot of free time because, unemployed. So, sure.
And do the silent prayer. Are you familiar with the silent prayer?
Yeah. After you told me to do that yesterday, I looked it up. You have it on bond.com or something like that.
Yeah, rebuildingaman.com/silent prayer.
Yeah, I watched the video. I tried it. I thought it felt more like a little bit of meditation. So it was pretty nice, actually.
Yeah, you don't want to meditate. You want to observe. You want to see those thoughts, and seeing them, you will eventually realize you are not your thoughts, you're not your emotions, you're not your body, you're none of the things you think that you are, and you will be free. But do the silent prayer morning and night and practice being present, and eventually you're going to have another job. Your life is going to be amazing.
I sure hope so, Jesse. Thank you so much.
It will, but you got to make sure you drop the anger. Your parents are evil. They could not help themselves, so you stay away from evil.
I will, sir. Thank you.
And don't let them text you, or if they do, don't return the text. If they call you, don't call them back. You just stay to yourself and work on you for now.
Will do, sir.
I wish you well. Let me know how it goes.
Yep, I'll probably call back maybe 6 months from now or so to give you an update.
All right, I wish you well. And again, the nuclear family is just an idea. It's not even real. Family members don't like each other. Your family is not the only one. All families are screwed up.
Right, I know.
Some a little more, a little worse than others, but it's the same. There's no such thing. So forget about this idea of family.
Okay.
All right, buddy. Any other questions before I run?
No, that's it. I already took enough of your time. Thank you.
All right, let me know how it goes.
I will.
All right.
Have a good day.
You too. Amazing. It's Bible Thumper Thursday, and my producer, he black. put together an amazing show today. Amazing show. Here's from X. A woman recounts how her husband checked with her before helping two female strangers reach an item from a high chef at Kroger, stating he looked at me. The fact that he knew he needed permission. So this guy was going to help these women reach up and get an item for them on a high chef there. This female is saying that he looked at her before he was able to help them because he knew he needed permission to help those ladies. Can we say beta? Even before we see this, if it's true, and I haven't seen it yet. Can we say beta? A beta. Watch this from X. Beta!
Y'all, I'm in Kroger, and you would not believe the audacity some people have. Me and my husband are in the shopping. My husband, the baby. Mr. Baby, the baby. We in Kroger shopping. We on the aisle now. I'm looking at stuff. And this woman is with another woman. And she's like, sir, excuse me, sir, can you reach this off the top shelf for me? We're short. I look at them, I look at him, he looked at me, he said, boo. The fact that he knew he needed permission to help these people, and the fact that they thought they could just ask him and he was gonna move for them. The audacity. Ain't that right, boo? That done tickled my soul.
What a bitch. What a bitch. And what a beta, if that's true. What the? What a bitch. What a mess. My country. What? Is it in my package? Oh, what is it? He's talking to me in my headset. What is it? All right, my producer told me there's a part 2 to this. And he just found it, so that's why he didn't have it in advance. He black, but he's one of the best producers that we've ever had here. So this is from X2, right? Okay, watch this. It's a follow-up to this female.
So I say that to say this. If you are in the store, married or single, by yourself, and you need help, and you notice that the man that you about to ask help from is with a woman, the correct thing to say is, excuse me, ma'am, is it okay if your husband can help me get something from the shelf? Don't put that man in that weird situation, because my husband's like, he didn't flinch, he didn't move, he looked at me, he like, boo. And we both knew what that boo meant. So, but have a good day.
Oh, bitch. Yeah, I'll boo you right out of that store. What the? I hope this is not true. I hope she's just playing. This is sad. I hope she's joking. I'm hoping that she's joking. What a beta, if it's true. My producer, who is black, is telling me this reminds him of his auntie. She is too huge. What do you say? She's too huge, too? And he, what?
I just said, yeah, she's huge, too.
Oh, that lady.
Yeah, and so is he.
Amazing. You know what? My country is gone. My country is never coming back. But you can be free. You can be free. And I just want to remind you of this. This is sad. This should not be. Women hate men that they can control like that, if it's true with him. Women hate weak men. They hate them. But they love hate. They hate them, and then they love what they hate. Because when you have hatred, you love what you hate. When you have anger, which is hatred, you love what you hate. Whenever you say, I hate that, I hate him, I hate her, you love what you hate. Black family men going shopping with their wife. What a sad way. You're not supposed to go shopping with your wife. You're not supposed to go shopping with your wife. You're not supposed to go into the delivery room when she's having a baby. It's the most gross thing you ever want to see, a baby coming out of a womb. It's a turn off. And it's not meant for you to be in there to see that. But don't do it just because I want my husband in the delivery room with me. I want him. You're not even supposed to be going to the follow-up checkup when they're pregnant. Why don't you be a man for a change and lead the way instead of following what she says? Listen to this from Ephesians. They're not my words. I'm just telling you what's in the word. It's in the word. They're not my words. I'm telling you what's in the word. Ephesians 5:23. For the husband is the head of his wife. For the husband is the head of his wife. Now, if you got to look at her before you can help somebody else, you ain't the head. And that's why she's grinning and looking stupid, because she knows it. And she hates you. And she'll destroy your children because you're weak. For the husband is the head of his wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, meaning the head of man. The head of man. And the man is the church. Your body is the temple. For the husband is the head of the wife, even as Christ is the head of the church, his body, and is himself its Savior. Christ is the head of man, man is the head of the woman. Your body is the temple of the church. And that's why you're not supposed to be killing babies in there. Men, your wife should not be the head of you. It's not the order, and it doesn't work. And even though she hate it, she hate it. Because in her nature, her natural nature, not the false one, she's longing for the husband to lead her in the right way. As the husband is longing for Christ to lead him. Why not just do it right and don't do what the world do? Come out of the world, be in it but not of it. You can live that way. According to Ephesians 5:23, for the husband is the head of his wife, even as Christ is the head of the church. You don't even have to be a Christian to believe that. It's just so true. It just is. You could be an atheist and just know that and live that way. What the? You could be an atheist and live that way. You can even be an Allahu Akbar and live that way. It's just the way it is. Some things never change. And that order, that rule never changes. And that's why marriages don't work today. Because men, they're like, I go along with her just to keep the peace. You ain't got no peace if you got to keep the peace. What peace are you trying to keep? And then while the man is trying to keep peace with the woman, she's destroying him and her children, or his children. Because the man trying to keep peace, he's saying, I'm not even protecting my children from her. And the kid suffers. And then when the kids grow up and becoming a problem, they blame it on him or her, the child. They don't say, well, the mother was evil and I didn't protect my children from her because I was trying to keep the peace with the mother myself. I was afraid of her. What a mess. Man, you don't have to ask your wife, could you help somebody at the store? This helper is lying. I'm hoping it's just a TikTok thing where she's trying to get some attention. I hope for that man's sake and his children it's not true. Let me go to first-time caller, Sandra, out of Kentucky. Sandra, you are on the air.
Hello.
Hey, Sandra.
Hi. So I'm fairly certain that I'm dealing with a demon right now. It's been the worst spiritual warfare I've ever gone through in my entire life, and I wanted to get your take on it.
Okay.
So I was going to leave my husband in July. I've been in a very abusive relationship, emotionally, physically, for the past 7 years, and I finally got the guts to leave him.
Come back to your phone, Sandra. Speak right into your phone.
Sorry.
Okay.
I finally got the guts to leave him, and I was looking for a place to live. I was packing my stuff, and then I found out that he was dying, really, really close to dying. I mean, his heart's only working at 10%, and it's pumping blood back into the heart and everything. So I'm like, how could I leave a dying man? I decided to stay and work on our marriage. I got him into counseling. I got him into our church, and I got him baptized. And the whole entire time, this was like 2 months, the whole entire time I found out he was draining all of our bank accounts. I mean, like millions of dollars, draining all of our bank accounts, taking me off everything he possibly could, while he's pretending to work on our marriage. And he's literally working behind my back to slander me to everybody, cut me off from all my support systems. I've lost friends because he was paying, you have to be quiet on the phone, sorry. He was paying $4,000 for rent for my friend while he was living at her house for a month. Didn't give us any money for months. He was actually even telling people that
Is it his son too?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I found a letter. His mom ended up in the hospital, in the ICU, and I'm really, really close to his mom, and I wanted to be there. So I was there for the first 24 hours. She was in the hospital. I wouldn't leave. And like everyone was acting funny. Like they didn't want me there. Him and his sister, which I never met. She lives in Texas. And I'm like, why would they want me? Like, why would they kick me out of the hospital? It made no sense at all. Cause like everyone knows I have a good relationship. So I came home and I discovered letters written to his lawyer, that I was intending to kill him, to watch him die. I wouldn't call the ambulance. That I was a narcissist, that he wasn't safe to live here. He was trying to get me and my kids removed from the house, all behind my back. While I was just taking care of this man while he was sick. And sorry, I have really bad CPTSD right now. I go into panic attacks just talking about it.
You have bad what?
CPTSD. It's like PTSD, but it's complex. So whenever I talk about this, I get really shaky. I start to hyperventilate and I go into panic attacks. I'm on medication now for it. So anyway, I found out all this while she was in the hospital. I found all the bank accounts drained, the slander written about me. It's been hell. So then we started getting a separation, which I wanted anyway, but I didn't want to do it while he was dying. His mom ended up dying. They wouldn't let me see her before she died, even though I did nothing to anybody. He has put motions in to get me removed from the house right before Christmas. He slandered me to everybody in our church. He slandered me to my own family. Well, they caught on by now what's really going on. Like, he's literally trying to destroy my entire life. And I have to be on medication. I have to pay for lawyers. I'm actually 100% convinced this is malignant narcissism, because even though I didn't have a background on narcissism, I didn't really know what it was. When he called me a narcissist in his letters, I'm like, what is a narcissist anyway? So I started looking up. I'm like, oh my gosh, this fits him like a glove. The specific malignant part, because he like hurts me on purpose, just because it's cruel, and like I could be crying and it makes him angry. Just like there's so many things I could sit here and tell you about that are just plain evil. And I'm trying to co-parent with this man right now, and it's so hard because it's just like he uses like pickups and drop-offs to attack me. I was having a panic attack the other day when I was picking up my son, and he's making fun of me for having a panic attack, saying, good, I deserve to have a panic attack, calling me names. And it's just, I don't know how to deal with the co-parenting right now. And I don't know how to explain to like a normal person, like how evil this man is, because he's so good at putting on this performance in public and convincing people that he's like this biblical husband and he just wants what's best for his family. And behind the scenes, he's just so cruel and evil. Hello?
Yeah, I'm listening.
So it's really hard.
Your question for me is what?
Have you ever dealt with like a malignant narcissist, like on the level I'm describing? And
yes,
because I'm sure it's a demon at this point.
Right. And how long you been married?
We've been together for 7 years and married for 5.
And how many children?
We have 1 together, and then I have an older son.
And how old is your older son?
16.
And how old is the one you have with him?
4.
So you've been married before?
No.
Oh, you weren't married before. And so your question...
And he's also 30 years older than me. He's never been married, never had any kids.
And neither have you, right?
No.
Oh, okay. And how old are you?
I'm 36. He's 66.
Oh, okay. And so your question for me is what?
Because everyone else says that narcissism, especially on this level, because he has like psychopathic and antisocial traits too. Are you like, how sure are you that level of sadism like would be demonic?
Repeat that.
Do you think that level of sadism is demonic? Like when somebody enjoys your pain and is like calculating to how they can hurt you in very creative ways, and they pretend like they're the victim?
Let me ask you this: why don't you drop your anger?
Right now, I don't think I have anger. I have fear.
Why don't you drop your anger? Why don't you stop being angry?
I have no problem with that at all.
Why don't you stop being angry?
I can do that.
Why have you done it?
I'm scared.
But if you didn't have anger, you wouldn't be afraid. Why don't you stop being angry?
Well, I also found letters of him not letters, it was notes that I found in a file named Sandra, and everything on this file was about me, everything, and it was all slander.
Why don't you stop being angry?
I don't think I have anger.
You do have anger. Why don't you drop your anger?
I can.
Why don't you? Why haven't you?
I guess just discovering how calculated it's all been, I think, has been.
Why haven't you dropped your anger?
I don't know. I don't know how to answer that because it's just, I think, a lot to realize how calculated and malicious and evil.
Why don't you drop your anger?
I don't know what the right answer is.
Do you want to be free from anger?
I want to be free from fear. Yeah.
You can't be free from fear until you're free from anger. When the anger goes, then the fear will go too. Why don't you? Do you want to stop being angry in your life?
I really don't think I'm angry. I'm confused. I'm frustrated. I know frustration is a certain level of anger.
Do you want to stop being angry in your life?
Yeah, I want to live a godly life.
You want to? Then you got to forgive your mother.
My mom?
She screwed you up.
Yeah, probably.
Why don't you forgive her for what she's done to you? Why haven't you? You said you're a Christian, right?
Yeah.
Why haven't you gone and forgiven your mother for recreating you in her image, screwing you up like this? Why have you done that?
That's a good question. So do you think I'm attracted to people that are mean to me because of my mom?
Why have you gone to your mother and forgive her for screwing you up like this? Why have you done that if you're a Christian?
I can forgive. I think forgiveness is the easiest thing for me, actually.
Why have you gone and done that to your mother then? Why have you gone and forgiven her for what she's done to you?
I can forgive. Why
have you gone to your mother and forgiven her for what she's done to you?
Okay, I'll do that.
Why have you done it?
I should. Yeah, I'll do that. I don't know if I haven't done that because I just kind of close myself off from any more hurt.
I'm sorry?
I think maybe I protect my heart at this point from any more. Yeah, that's probably what it is. I'm probably been protecting my heart from any more damage from how I was raised.
Why haven't you gone and forgiven your mother because you become like her? Why haven't you gone to being a Christian, especially being a Christian? Why haven't you gone to her and forgiven her for what she's done to you? Why have you not done that?
I mean, I didn't realize I needed to forgive her, and I mean, I guess you're right, though. I probably should.
How would God forgive you if you don't forgive her first?
Okay. I mean, I understand that some issues that I have could be from my own childhood, but the specific thing that I had a question about was my husband.
How would God forgive you if you don't forgive your mother?
Okay.
No, that's a question.
I know he can't forgive unless if you have unforgiveness. I know that.
And so why haven't you faced her? Because of time.
I didn't realize there was unresolved trauma there until you just mentioned it.
You didn't know that you resented your mother?
No.
You didn't know you resented your mother?
Not until you just mentioned it. Now I'm realizing that I probably do.
And so what was your reason? Why are you afraid of her if you don't resent her? I noticed you're afraid of your mother. Why are you afraid of her?
But I was talking about my husband, so I'm confused. I'm confused how this conversation turned into my mom.
Why are you afraid of your mother?
Because I think she's unhinged sometimes and just goes off and to her own little like tantrums, and it's really hard to reason with somebody that isn't good at reasoning with. I guess she's really difficult to reason with.
When you were growing up and you were asked your father to help you deal with her, did he help you deal with her?
No, my dad was really abusive towards her. He probably had his own demonic oppression going on.
Because he hated her. That's why he didn't know how to deal with the hell in her. Did your father help you deal with her?
No, he just left.
He left you alone with the devil?
They both had some devil in them. I think.
Your father left you alone with the devil, your mama?
I was living with both of them at different times alone, yeah. So they kind of like threw me back and forth.
So what is it like knowing that you became like your mother? You're hard to reason with. You blame everybody else but yourself. You're just like her. What is it like for you knowing that you're just like your mother? Because you don't want to be like her. What is it like knowing that you become like her?
I don't want to be hard to reason with. I think I'm a very reasonable person.
What is it like knowing that you become like your mother?
I don't want to be like anybody, but I want to look in the mirror and know that my heart is trying to be as much like Jesus as I possibly can get it.
Then you got to go and face your mother. And mother, I'm sorry for resenting you for screwing my life up, recreating me in your image, turning me away from my father. I realize now you can help yourself. You got to tell her that. And if she admits she did it, fine. If she doesn't, you apologize for resenting her, and then God will forgive you. And then forgive your father for not protecting you from your mother. He didn't know how to deal with the hell in her. He married his mother. You marry what you hate, right? And so he married his mother. He loved you. He just didn't know how to deal with your mother. You got to forgive him as well. Why haven't you done that?
That makes sense.
Why haven't you done it?
I didn't realize I needed to forgive them. I think I didn't realize how much childhood trauma I have for myself, because I know my husband has his own really, really messed up childhood.
What would happen if you took your eyes off your husband and deal with the hell that's in you so you can overcome it? What would happen if you?
I'm trying to.
What would happen if you stop looking at him but look at yourself only?
Yeah, I can.
What would happen if you did that? Start looking at yourself and stop looking at your husband and judging him.
I have decided that I do need to do that.
Why have you done it knowing that you need to stop judging him but overcome the hell that's in you?
Yeah, I can do that.
Why have you?
Like I said, I was trying to tell you, I found you.
Being a Christian, why haven't you done that?
Like I said, the fear is kind of overriding everything at this point.
But you're not going to overcome the fear until you overcome the fear of your mother by forgiving her for what she's done to you.
Yeah, but I was trying to tell you, I found notes that he's like literally daydreaming of murdering me.
You're not going to overcome fear until you forgive your mother. You got to face your mother. The problem is not your husband. The problem is you. All of your problems are inside of you.
Okay.
And you're destroying the children. You're doing to your children what your mother has done to you. You're recreating them in your image as well. So here's what I recommend. Go and face your mother and forgive her. Don't ask for forgiveness, but forgive her for what she's done to you. And go to your father and forgive him for not protecting you from her. And do the silent prayer, rebuildingaman.com/silent prayer. And I want you to call me back and let me know how things go.
Okay.
But all your problems are inside of you, not outside of you. And you got to forgive your mother because you're just like her. You're driving everybody crazy in the same way your mother drove your father crazy. You're just like her. And you're blaming your husband. You're blaming the cat. You're blaming your sons. You're blaming the dog. When the problem is inside of you. It's not going to get better until you until you forgive. You got to face your mother. The problem is inside of you.
This is why I don't even think I can talk to men anymore about this, because I don't feel safe in conversations with men anymore.
Did you know that when she's crying, she's lying?
So you think I'm lying about being severely abused and having acts thrown at me and having my husband daydream about murdering me?
I think you need to go.
Giving me panic attacks and then making fun of me while I'm in the middle of panic attacks and saying I deserve it? I don't understand.
Go forgive your mother and let me know how it goes. Will you do that?
Well, thank you for confirming that I can no longer open my heart up to men that don't understand what it's like to be abused and have a man set out to destroy your entire life, Jesse. I really appreciate you giving me more trauma.
Sandra, will you forgive your mother and let me know how it goes?
I didn't call to talk about my mom. I called to talk about what I'm going through, and I have to be on medication right now, I probably need more medication.
Will you forgive your mother and let me know how it goes?
Yeah, that's fine.
Call me back and let me know, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right.